Well, hello, everybody. Good evening. It is indeed Thursday evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you are here only with Troy tonight. Good to have everybody in here with us. Eli will not be with us tonight. There's a little bit of a setback for Mr. Elijah Phillip. I'm sure he's watching right now. Eli has had a bit of a knee injury and is awaiting surgery on his knee. So we're praying for Eli. Quick recovery for him, and they can get him in, get that taken care of really, really quick. But yeah, he's down. He's down for the count, and unfortunately, he's not going to be able to be here tonight. But I will give you a little piece of information. If you look up on the board right there, you see a little phrase, and it says right there, "Reagan is real." And Reagan is so real that she's going to be at the house, if not already at the house right now. And she brought supper. So when I'm done here, I get to go get country fried steak and taters and green beans. So I'm not hanging out with you guys very long at all if I don't have to. But we're here. I'm going to start by saying hello to everybody. Make sure you guys can hear. Everything going okay? Apparently it is, because you guys are hearing talking about Eli. So I'll say hi to everybody. Mr. Daniel Baca, D. Baca Maker. And Jeff Woodring is here. Kyle Jones. We got the other Jeff. Jeff Killian is here. He's been stocking trout today. Will Branson over at Athol Iron Works. Cool stuff. You're working on rubber. Did you get a plasma cutter? It must be for somebody else. Eric is here. Bobby, Robert Lona's The Treadle Shed. Troy at Deep Creek Iron Works. This is everybody. LJ Woodworks, good to have you in here. Are you new to the channel? If you are, tell us who you are. That way we can address you directly. Otherwise, we'll just continue to call you LG Woodworks. Let's see. Mr. Matt Strock is here. And do I hear voices? I do hear voices. Somebody coming? Might be somebody coming in here. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. Before we go, that's Michelle and the grandkids coming in, it looks like. Hello, everybody.
How rude, because you locked the door.
I didn't lock the door. You guys locked it when you put the handle up. So, hey, buddy. I see that. Pardon us for just a moment. You want to come say hi? Come here. Show me your bunny. This is my number one grandson, Mr. Ian Allen Hassebrock, and this is Noah Howard and his bunny. Okay, you're getting your bunny dirty. Oh, okay. But anyway, there's the grand boys. You wave to the camera. Hi.
You wanted to be a YouTube sensation.
Well, here you are. So we just got through telling them about Uncle Eli. Now he's down for the count for a little bit. And then we were getting ready to start working on our thing for tonight. We're going to continue working on our blacksmith sign bracket. And, oh, it's Todd Lajeunesse. Okay. I'll remember that.
You said maybe he's making a pickaxe.
No, not today. So, all right. Well, we're going to get started. We're going to tell you guys about the gathering, which is April 25th through the 27th. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but the voice is a little shaky. Had a little bit of a sore throat most of the week. And then today, from 1 to 3, we had a large group of homeschoolers in here. And they've been doing a set of lessons on primitive skills and primitive work from frontier era. And so they wanted to come in here and check out what happens in the blacksmith shop. We took them over to the wood shop. They did some stuff over there as well. But anyway, so the voice went for about 2 hours. And even for me, that's plenty. Michelle says it means she'll get some silence, and I highly doubt that. But anyway, had a great time with them in here. There's Mr. Bill Corey. And we're talking about you this past weekend. And every ounce of it was true. None of it should be repeated. But anyway, we're going to get going on a sign bracket after we start talking about the gathering, April 25th through the 27th. If you have not already signed up, it would be very, very helpful if you went to the website. That's www.barrunforge.com, BARRUNFORGE.com, and you can check out /events, and that will get you RSVP'd for the event for the weekend. The reason why we would really want you to do that is that will help us kind of gauge how many people are planning on being here, so we can gauge how much food to prepare, because there's going to be a lot of food. Friday night, we're going to have bacon. How many of you guys know about Swiss cake rolls? If you guys know about Swiss cake rolls or ho-hos from Hostess, you got the chocolate cake, and then you got the white filling, and then wrapped in chocolate. Well, picture that with meatloaf this time. So we're going to do this meatloaf with cheese and stuff on the inside all rolled up, and then wrapped around with bacon, and then we're going to smoke that dude. It's bacon wrapped smoked meatloaf roll. How about that? So we'll talk a little bit more about that for a second, but I'm going to get what Matt said and try to catch up what Bill said as well. Wait, they wanted to see what happens in a blacksmith shop? Yeah, this is the best they could come up with. Matt says, just want to give you an update. If anyone is looking for anything in Dad's tools, they've all been donated to his blacksmithing club in honor, so there are no tools left. That is, as much as we would have liked to have him, that is great. He talked a lot about the club, and I'm sure that's a blessing to them. Troy says, not going to be able to make it to that gathering. I really wish I could, playing firearms that weekend. All right, so if you cannot be here for the gathering next month, I mean, it'll be done. Today is March 27th, so a month from now it'll be over with. If you can't make it to the gathering, go ahead and put the last weekend in April on your calendar. Next year, that's when it will be. So whatever that date is, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but that weekend, the last weekend in April, is the gathering. That's the way the gathering will always be. If you are planning on being here and you have not RSVP'd, please do that. Friday night, bacon wrapped smoked meatloaf and a baked potato bar with some sides, and we'll have desserts. Saturday morning, we're going to have sausage gravy and biscuits made by Michelle. It is so good. And then we'll have whatever for lunch. I'm sure Terry's Pizza will sneak in there somewhere along the line. And then Saturday night, kind of where we change things up a little bit, we're going to do good old cowboy ham and beans with cornbread, jalapeno cornbread, and then we're going to do some fried mush. We've got a friend who is going to be bringing a big, as he called it, a mess of collard greens. We're going to have grilled kielbasa, onions, and peppers, that whole mix. Some really good desserts that night. I mean, it's going to be a great time to eat and fellowship. We're planning on, if you got musical instruments, come play some music, play and sing. Great fellowship. We're going to do some blacksmithing. We're going to try to be in the woodworking shop, so allow you to be able to do just about everything here at Bar Run Forge that you possibly can. And just really spend time. We've got a couple people who are thinking about bringing some projects, or if you wanted to learn how to do these projects, a couple guys are bringing other forging stations. We'll have them all in the shed. No canopies this year. Fried cornmeal mush. That's exactly what it will be, and it is so good, so good. So anyway, that's the plan for that weekend. You can get the Gathering Bundle. The Gathering Bundle, since I'm not a computer, I can't put up the stuff that Eli does. The Gathering Bundle includes a T-shirt. It includes, it says The Gathering on it. It includes a blank of your choice out of the bin from the blanks off the plasma table. And it includes a ticket to win the chair. Now, the chair is disassembled because it is ready for assembly. So basically all I have to do is put the forge finish on it, rivet it all together. I've got the seat done. Basically all it needs is the final wax coat finish on it, and the chair will be ready. So we'll do a picture of the completed chair, so you can have a chance to win that hand forged chair with the cherry seat on it. Cherry seat. You can also just buy a ticket for the raffle for the chair, and that's $10. You can also just buy a T-shirt, and those are $15. So if you are going to get a blacksmith bundle or you're just going to get a t-shirt, we need to know by the 1st, period. So right now it's the 27th. You got a few days to let us know. Otherwise, we don't think we can get the shirts all in and everything all taken care of. So if you would, make sure you respond, get those orders in, and that way we can have everything for you that we possibly can. Eating, nap. That sounds like a plan, and that sounds like the gathering. That's the great thing about the gathering is you can come and do blacksmithing from sun up to sundown and beyond, or you can come and take it easy. You can do a little bit of project. You can do about whatever you want. Um, so come and enjoy it. Come and have a great time. Here come the grandkids sneaking around again. We're going to get going on our project, and that is our sign bracket. So the Bar Run Forge sign is going to hang from there, swinging in the breeze. So we got to do some work up in here. We did our punched our holes. We've got ready for the ram's horn type scrolls, and we did our hard 90. And so it's got to get a little cleanup on it. I got to looking at it a little bit later. There's a few things I want to do in that corner, get it good and square and cleaned up. But there's something I want to add, and I've been really trying to think of something special to put on the sign and the sign bracket. And I thought, you know what? Our symbol, the Bar Run Forge symbol, is the anvil with the cross over the top of it, because the cross is over everything that we do. We keep Jesus Christ above everything that we do, and try to keep him ahead of everything that we do. Say hello to Eric at Pumpkin Patch Forge and Ironworks. Great to have you in here. Kyle says he'll be bringing some maple syrup. Be looking forward to that, buddy. So I found in all that pile back there some solid square steel that is 7/8 square steel, and I'm going to make a split cross out of some 7/8 square steel. Now, how long is it? It's not your typical split cross. Up to the split, it's about 10 inches. But we went ahead and made it longer, about another 6 inches longer, and split it down the middle. So we're going to take it out to either side. So we'll open up the split cross. We'll take these to the side, and then we'll do some scroll work, some artistic work with these as we split them, draw them out, and those will be the things that attach inside the bottom of the sign bracket. So the first thing I'm going to do, which is the easiest part of this to do from here, is to go ahead and open up the split cross, and then we'll work on some of that stuff there in the middle. So let's go ahead and get it hot, and we'll go from there. Read what some of the comments are saying. Yeah, Eric, you're going to have to get here, buddy. That's just all there is to it. I have your permission. Put your name on it to make it special. Yeah. Well, as long as we don't put a hex on it, I think it'll be all right. If the sign is straight out, I know. That's one of the things I looked at when we started doing it, and I thought, Eli better have 2 or 3 of these signs made up, because it is windy out here, and that thing's probably going to get beat up. But the bracket, we're going to make to where it's not going to get beat up. We're not going to worry about that. Yeah, I don't know how long the voice will last, that's for sure. And I'm being teased right now because there's country fried steak and taters and green beans waiting on me inside. And a lovely young lady who is just an absolute blessing. Yeah, there is a difference between good old Maine, Vermont maple syrup and the stuff you get out of the store, basically the brown sugar. It is good stuff. That was one of my goals when we went up New England, was to make sure that about everywhere we went, I got pancakes and good maple syrup. And just, I couldn't go without it. Couldn't go without it. Now I'm kind of dieting, and I haven't really had sweet stuff. I had an oatmeal cream pie Tuesday, and it was about 10 days before that I had a sweet, something sweet, and then that was about 7 days, and about 10 days before that. So in the past month, I've had 3 dessert sweet items. So I'm trying to do pretty good about that. All right. It's already getting hot. I had a fire from earlier today because of the kids being here, so it shouldn't be too hard to get everything good and hot. All right, let's see if we can't open that dude up. Okay, got that part started. Now we'll have to get the whole dad blame thing in there. Lajeunesse says, whatever weight you lost, I found it. Could have everyone bring their touch mark. Oh, that would be really cool. Have a piece of steak or something like that. I'd like to have everybody's touch mark on something here anyway. Maybe on like a piece of wood or something like that around here. That would be really, really cool. Yeah, and also bring kind of a local fare, local favorite food or drink item or something to share that way. Oh, let's get a little bit hotter, then we'll open it up. It's such a fun thing. Every time I do a split cross, it's just such a neat thing. It's such a neat idea to think that out of a square chunk of metal, you can just all of a sudden, boom, it opens up. There's some really cool biblical illustrations or Christian illustrations to go along with it. I really like sharing those too. Let's see if we can't open that up a little bit. Yep, we got it opened up. Time for the old adjustment period here. That's a pretty decent sized split cross. Using 7/8. Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. Welcome, 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 buddy. JP Forge. Again, if I've forgotten, let me know who you are. There's Mr. Gary Graham. We got Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse. We got Gary Graham. We got Todd Lajeunesse. We've already talked about LJ Woodworks. That's him. And JP Forge. We are making a split cross to go on our shop sign bracket. So we're going to make some adjustments here to the cross. Try to square it up as best we can. Just throw that up there. So, there we go. Out of that piece of steel, we got the roughed out version of a split cross. So I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up on that before we start work on that other end. Yeah, I may have to switch to tongs. It started to get a little warm on me. Just throw that down anywhere. I don't have a split cross on my website. That's true. I don't think we have any for sale. Probably ought to do that, eh? All right, so what I'm going to do is set that aside. Get the old flatter out. Do a little bit of flatter work. Very flattering. Very flattering. This doesn't take a whole lot of heat to do that, but okay, set that aside. I think we'll probably do that one more time. Good to have everybody in here. Brian says I put a new video the other day. It's just a simple finishing video. I saw that on your bathroom countertop. That turned out really good, buddy. Really good, Brian. Yeah, we had a crew that was supposed to come today. They asked me if I would do that, kind of, we'll call it a class, but at least to teach people about the origins of blacksmithing, kind of the basics or whatever. And I said, okay, I can do about, we can comfortably get 15 to 20 in here to see what's going on. We can get a lot more in here, but 15 to 20. They had 38 kids show up plus their parents. And I was like, we got to split the group. So they went into the green woodworking shop and did some tin punch. And then half of them came in here and did the blacksmithing tutorial. Let's get that a little hotter. There we go. I would tell you, the one thing I don't like about doing split crosses is the setup. And it is really, really difficult. All right, Troy, you take care, buddy. And on 7/8 material, and I had to do an extra split, an extra long cut. It was a pretty good chunk of cutting to do. Get all this done. I want to get that good hot if I can. We shall see. Yeah, Eli's got a bum knee. He's going to have surgery on it. That's better. Go with that. All right. Put that dude away. That dude away. All right. So we'll show you there. See if that does it. It's Blue Emu. There we go. So I think I'm going to keep it simple. I don't think I'm going to do any fishtails or anything like that. I just want that simple split cross look out there. So I think what I'm going to do now is see if I can't quench this down, and then maybe I can hold it with a pair of gloves. Always quiet in here. There we go. I'll keep those handy though. All right, so we're going to split this and then start working on the scroll work on it. Get that booger back out. Put that on. We bought Lazy Susan at a craft fair. Didn't know what they were called. Get very upset thinking I was messing with that. It's always interesting to see the lost in translation confusions. No, we're going to rivet it on with some other scrolling on top of it. And the rivets are actually going to be also the eye hooks at the bottom to hold it all together. The maker of the Hardy I got, I think it might be me. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, that may have been me. It's like the first one I ever made, I think. I can't remember. No. I don't know. I think there's a touch mark on it there somewhere. I do like the Brazil style a little bit better than those. And I've got them on our travel anvils and a couple other places, but this one works just fine. I'll probably do another one at some point in time just for this anvil, because this one's kind of loose in here. Well, there you go. Tenoned hooks. There you go. least that's the plan at this point, Bill. We'll see how they all come together. There we go. Yeah, that'll probably require tongs. So anyway, we're really looking forward to the gathering. We did a huge amount of moving stuff around in here. Because Eli's not here, you can't see back here. But it is this area, the forge, smithy, is about 90% ready for the gathering right now. The green woodworking shop is probably about 95%, and the other parts of the shop are probably in the 80% range. Got to get sealing and insulation, sealing metal and insulation in there, a couple other things to button up, and everything is ready to go. All right, so we can't go ahead and split it. And then we'll use the anvil. It's going to require tongs for sure. For sure. And 7 years ago. Me forging and the Jetsons at the same time? Man, what a lucky guy you are. I mean, the Jetsons. Are you kidding me? George probably had to push the button 3 times today, didn't he? It was a long day. Do I have a vise for my mill? Yes, and I can't tell you what kind. I mean, I can, but I don't recall. It's not like I'm not permitted to. All right, let's open these up the rest of the way. And I'm actually going to keep... I'm going to keep that split open at the bottom right here. I'm going to keep that way. And the reason for that is I want to be able to kind of make that part of the scroll. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and straighten this back out a little bit and taper it down, get it to the dimension that I want in. So let's be working on one of those horns of that. And mostly at this point, I'm basically just going to draw it out and flatten it to try to get as much kind of width on it as possible and make a nice scroll out of it. The other scroll I'm going to add is probably a C-channel scroll, similar to the one that John Switzer did. I hope. All right, let's go ahead. So I can probably slip back there and tell you real quick while that's heating up. It is an L&W out of Toledo, Eric. L&W. Yes, smash that like button and go buy a T-shirt, or at least sign up for one at the gathering. We got to get that T-shirt order in, so get her done. Laverne and Shirley out of Milwaukee. I think there's even a number on it. Probably going to do some short heats right there. I'm aware of that, Kyle. Glad of it too. Find Spanish. See if there's a number on it. I don't see one right offhand. All right, see what we might have added to it. There's about 5.5. Yeah, we've already added 2 inches. Just keep on going a little bit. See what we can come up with. Yeah, again, if you guys haven't done your gathering bundle, do that. If you just want a T-shirt, go in and do that as well. $15 for the T-shirt. If you want a raffle ticket for the chair only and not the whole gathering bundle, that's fine too. The main thing I got to come up with on this whole setup is that I need about 11 inches total. So wherever I attach, I have to get everything drawn out to there's at least 11 inches between the 2 points. I can take a little bit more there. I tell you, I look forward to the gathering every year, but I have this feeling this one's going to be something else. It's going to be epic. It is 7:12. Can't guarantee you I'll get the scrolling done on this, but we'll get down the line a little bit. All right, let's draw this out. See what we're looking at here. All right, we have added about 3 inches. So I think I want to do just a little bit more, just a smidge more drawing out. I don't want to get it too thin because, it's going to be up there, kind of hanging out there. So don't get too crazy with it. About as thin as I want to go with it there. There you go. All right, so I'm going to go just on the end there a little bit. Taper that down to the end so we can kind of make a bit of a fishtail at the end when it's time. All right. Okay. Let's heat up close. Bend it back. And start working on the other side. Gotta get it in the heat. All right, let's get an idea what we added in length. Okay, so center to outside is just shy of 6. Center to outside is just shy of 9. Just right around 9. All right. So if we can do that same thing on the other side, I think we'll be in good shape. Got all you military guys catching up with each other there. Florsheim's, daggum. Yeah, the voice is getting ready to go, guys. Yeah, I mean, definitely. You guys have to know by now what I feel for veterans and my absolute honor I have for them. That dude down. I love you guys sharing with each other. That's just such a cool thing. Such a cool thing. My sincere hope is that the current setup with the VA only gets better, because after the experience with Thomas, I saw a lot that needed to be done on their behalf. It's really just back and forth till we get that all drawn out. Read some comments here. I hate to hear that, Jeff. Hate to hear that. Jeff, you saying your friend's name was Gary? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, we're going to do a bell ring here in just a minute. Wow, that's crazy, Kyle. Let me get through this heat here, and we'll pause for a moment. Let's see where we're getting here. A little bit more to go. Oh, that's right. We're going to do a bell ring. All right, we're going to pause for just a second. Do a bell ring for Jeff's friend Gary. Anyway. All right. Well, our heart definitely goes out to Gary's family and all those who were close to him. All right. Let's see if we can't get this thing flattened out to the length that we need it. Then we'll probably call it an evening. 7:30. I think we'll be able to get a pretty good idea how it's going to. Reagan says dinner's ready. Reagan's already part of the family. She's already calling out to me, telling me to get out of the shop to come eat. Yes, ma'am. All right, we're going to taper that end out. And then I think we'll straighten it back up, call it for the evening, so I don't get in trouble with Reagan. Gonna be good. Gonna be good. All right. All right, let's heat it back up, straighten it into position. And I think we'll be done for the night. Like I said, I don't want to get in trouble with Reagan. Should whip my tail. Street lights are on. There you go. Thomas Goody Mood, a little late to the show. Oh, I don't know that you're ever late, buddy. Let's see if we can't get some heat there. Straighten those back out. We'll cool it down, then I'll show you kind of how it sits on the, without the scroll work done, how it sits on the sign bracket. Yeah, that might be enough. Yeah, I think that'll do for the moment. Yep, that will do it. All right. Set the hammer aside. Just an idea where this will sit. Right about right there. So if you can see on the bracket, that's what's going to sit in the center of the bracket. And then this is the attachment points are right here and right here. So I may actually change that a little bit so I can get a little bit of scroll work done with this and just make the hooks down go through those holes we already did. No, the chair is not completely finished. It's ready for assembly. The seat is done. It basically just needs forged finished and riveted up, and that's it. All right, so that'll be the case there. We'll have some scroll work there. There's going to be some interior scroll work here, but not too much as to keep us from attaching the bracket. And then obviously some of the scroll work over here. So it'll be matching scroll work here and here. Attachments for the bracket. Your ram's horn scrolls right here. And that should do it. So thank you guys for joining in tonight on that section of it. We'll get some more done on it next week. And maybe by then we'll be able to get Elijah feeling good enough to be in here with us. So it's 7:32. I'm going to go in and get some food and try to get some throat stuff so I can keep with it. God bless you guys. I want to thank you so much for coming in. Always thank you guys for coming in. You're such a special part of our lives and a special part of our lives as well. So, anywho, make sure you go to the website and get your gathering bundles all ordered, your T-shirt orders done for the gathering so we can get that in. April 1st is the cutoff. So if you don't get them in before April 1st, I can't guarantee you're going to get a shirt. So make sure you get those in. That's about it. God bless you guys. And we will see you on the next one. Take care.